Elektra. Just a few words, but not good ones, I'm afraid, for a movie that he didn't like, he was against, and being in the minority, I had to go with them. So I'll have to throw the blame on them for not being woke. And if you get cancelled, they will have to be fired, and I will carry on the flag. No, I mean, this cinephile is cinephile will love movies, but not this country. Indeed, tomorrow, I'm not sure what the schedule is, but after tomorrow, we'll talk about Local, which was quite good, much better anyway, considering that Hugh Jackman, not a favorite of ours, was in it. It's even more inexplicable, seeing as I don't really appreciate movies based on cartoons. Avengers, X-Men, Superman, Spider-Man, the list is endless. Apparently, Elektra is, it's true. I realize this is not, for one thing, good in this day and age. I would be much more careful if I had a large body, because there would be insults and tomatoes thrown virtually on the face. But then give them for them to play and spoil. They like destroying things, you see. But Putin, Balzac, now he's a Baba, so pie in the sky. So that's what we do. The war lead to A. Even if Elektra is not a good movie, one has to be careful, because it could be suspected of being misogynistic and sexist and so on, which it could be. Let's agree on that and finish with that, the first point. Second, and this will be the end of the note, inshallah. Yes, there is a need for escapism, for models that have powers that offer another reality, because in this one you have the leader of the free world, the leader of the most powerful country on earth, the greatest democracy once, as a total idiot. He's not there anymore, but then again, 100 million people, I'm counting here the votes, but then also these people tend to have large families in which those under 18, then many of them over 18 now, especially 24, huge fan base of people who really make the world the place for anti-heroes. So you have to balance that to some extent, and then we can go on about this. What's that? Schadenfreude with more personal stories and implications. In a way, I'm stupefied. In so many ways, I'm stupefied to see that. It can be gratifying. Once tried in '96, I was working with AT&T, a giant, then the 5th largest company in the world, not communications, but everything. And then there was some things, there was some abuse, by the way, if you know the law, if we can talk and see how they can compensate, because they were paying very little, 250, 400. And that's what they do with wages in the third world. But then again, I was not installing, making phones on the assembly line. They expected me to represent them at the AmCham, so it was something where you need good t-shirts. I'm joking. You need a suit to go to the other chance. Who's paying from 250 in that? And to make things worse, at the end, they just didn't pay. The calling card business with which I was associated here would be finished. You know now we can talk free of charge from anywhere to anywhere. Not Zoom, but even Zoom on phone. They have the business which is paid for. But then what's the other? Clearly, I'm not using it, but anyway, there's Skype. Yes. So you don't have to pay, but back then in the 90s to 97, 8, 9, you would pay a fortune to spend minutes on the phone into the US. And when they closed that, they wouldn't pay for about a year. Two mistakes. It wasn't like centuries ago. He's let's not say slave, but he's a serf working on that plantation. Fucking not quite like that, but still, I mean, they forgot they were paying and that. But anyway, Elektra, not really.